Oh, Captain's Log, the 2nd of January of 2026, and today I'm in the other side of the wall that I've been building, and this is what I've been up to. So we filled in the patches that were there. There was a gap there because there used to be a door there. It's now there. I've got a bit more work to do on that. So the work I've got to do there is put architrave on, but I'm painting the wall in the meantime. It used to be yellow, as you can see. Yucky yellow. No, at the time it was okay. Now we're painting it all white. I've put the telly on the wall. I've made the brackets up there for the Hoover, because this will be a dining room. At the moment it's a mess, but it will get cleared out. So the Hoover gets on there, the telly's above it. You'll see a little mark that's busy drying out on the wall there somewhere, about there, as you can see that. That's the height of a fish tank. Not this fish tank, but that fish tank. Right? So that's going to get transferred into here because it's lower and narrower and slightly smaller. Still 6 foot long for my fish that are in here somewhere. You can see there's one there. So the idea here today is to paint, get this dry. You can see I've got a little electric heater going there just to blow the wall dry. Because here by the light socket, I'm going to put a mirror coming down there. We're going to put a nice bit of art there and a few little pictures here and there. This is going to disappear, but so far it's looking good. Nice. Laters all, bye. Well, so I'm still in the new dining room. Lights are still up on the roof, but I'm doing this like piecemeal, as and when I can, right? Because I've got a lot of things going on. I've got a drive going on out there. I've been working on the boiler system today to try and get our heating sorted out, because it's so freaking cold and we've had frost and sleet, etc, etc. So coming back to this, so this is the big fish tank that is filthy, in need of serious maintenance. That is getting removed from this room, because directly behind that, underneath that unit, there's a rather large radiator which will warm up this room. Then we've brought in the new one, and this is the one that was actually over there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's try and get some shade on for you. Probably not going to work. Used to be there. That is now here. The units need painting into a gloss black, and so does the top. And the plants on top, don't worry about them. They come from this room, where the sun is, and it's a warm room. I'll go back there. It'll only go back there once this one has been emptied and the animals in there have been transferred to this one. So what I've done is, you'll notice there's a bit of blue tape there, and that blue tape is just sort of marking out the level, and that's a bit off. We need to adjust that. So let's adjust that right now. All that blue tape doing is showing the level of the water. And the reason why is this fish tank has not been used for some time, so what I've done is I've put a blue tape to mark the level, and then tomorrow morning I'll come back and take a quick gander and take a look at it and see how much it's dropped, if anything. And fair enough, a little bit will disappear through evaporation, because we've got a radiator on the wall there, we've got a radiator behind this fish tank, as I said, but it won't drop that much. Right, so next steps, telly's there, which is nice. That's kind of where it's going to rest permanently once this is all painted up. Then this area where all my tools are and all this junkies that I've got collected up, tellies, etc, etc, that'll be the dining table. So tomorrow I've got someone coming in to help me move that and that, because it is absolutely extremely heavy. That is a 6 foot tank by so it's 6 foot wide or long. It's a ½ a meter high, so what's that, 1.5 foot high by 1 foot wide, I think. That's how it is, or 1 foot deep. And it's all heavy glass. It is 12mm glass. It's extremely heavy. This is not an acrylic tank. So, and then of course the frames, etc, etc. So that's where we are. But so far, painted out, the coving and so forth. There's a colour change there, so I've pretty much got from there to there to go, top to bottom, and then we look at the rest. Laters all, bye! Hey everybody, Captain's Log, the 11th of February of 2026. It's yet another gloomy day, raining, windy, and unable to maintain gardens for the elderly, or anything as a matter of fact in relation to what I do. But subsequently since then, the reason why I haven't been posting garden videos is because currently I'm having my house fixed, as you will see. We've had to put a battery there for boxing in and some new wiring. The entire house needs to be rewired. The house was built in 1928, so in 2 years time it will be 100 years old, and the electrics went bang on last week on Saturday, and so I had to get my electrician in to come and chase out the walls. He's rewiring the entire property. Very good guy, when with his permission at some point, but not now. I will quite happily promote his business so he can get more business, because he is that good, and I trust him I blindly trust him almost, which is probably a risk, but so far he's been chasing out. As you can see, all my nice decorations have to be changed, and those are just 2 rooms. He's currently working in the 3rd room. I'm not going to show his face on camera, but he's aware I'm coming in. He's been chasing out there and up there and down there, and then it has to move through to the kitchen and the master bedroom, which I'm not going into right now because my wife's in there trying to escape the chaos. And as you can see, lots and lots of extension needs everywhere at the moment, because that currently is the only socket that's working in my home. But hopefully that will be dealt with very soon. Now, he's a UK man, so any work that might come from this video for him will only be UK based. Unless he's prepared to travel far, but then that will cost you. But yeah, so that's what I've been keeping myself occupied with. This wall here is the wall that I had to rebuild. We used to have a door there, so I've put in a new door, I've shuffled things about, and then everything went bang. So we have to get that rectified first. So yeah, I'll keep you updated as we progress. Needless to say, I've got a lot of repair work to do, remedials. He's doing all the layout and fitting, and I'm going to come along after he's done and signed it off, so that I can go and repair, fill and tidy up. So a big deal, but I couldn't wish for better people. Good tradesmen, good work ethic, and honest. A rare commodity these days. So having said that, that's enough blowing his trumpet. Ladies all, cheers. Bye! Hey everybody, so electrician's finally finished. Now the job of putting everything back together starts. So I've got to find a place for all this lot. Stuff that's had to be moved and rebuilding. So like here for example, I've got to do boxing in there. And then I have to fill every one of these traces that go along the walls, and fill big holes like that had to be made, yeah, to make sure there's no water coming in anywhere. Same here, some traces there, absolutely ugly, but there we go, more traces there. Yeah, okay, got ya. Got to try and put my bath panel back on. That's going to be a nightmare. Things in here, we have already started and Alison's working. I've got to put the extractor hood back on. That's going to be a mare. And little things like you see this green line here for example, that's an upstand that has to get replaced, which I'll put on in a minute. And things like these traces that have to be changed out, filled in and repaired. So then that upstand there, I've got behind the plumbing behind that washing machine to deal with, because that was yanked on a bit hard or removed forcefully. That's caused a leak in the pipe, which I can fix. Nothing too severe. That there. What else is in there? But look, we've got lights. We've got power. And so it will progress. If you can see in my bathroom, that's got to be replaced because we've had to repower that as well. We forgot about that. And then in here, same situation. Go through there, fix all these chasers, mend them. Same there, up there, shish cat. All this has to be repaired. So now I'm in the process of repairing. Then we're going to have to paint, etc, etc, etc. Long process ahead, but at least we've got power and it's safe and certified. So the long, arduous, painful process of putting the house back together has now begun. Right, so our next step is to start swearing at the world, because I'm got to try and get this thing fitted. That's not going to be fun. There was one to take off. Anyway, laters, bye. And so the refit and putting things back together has commenced. So far today, washing machine is now in and plumbed up. The hot water leak that was there has been rectified, and we've actually done a test on that. We've also managed to get our extractor hood back in place, as you can see, and it works. If I turn it on, there we go, and it works. Brilliant. And it is extracting through where it needs to extract through. And I've also done one of the upstands. I'm just going to try film it down there if you can see it. Nicely refixed and corked in around the edges. And now I've got that one to do. And then that's a good sign. And then lastly, fix that. Oh yeah, I've still got a lot to do here, but that's the work we've managed to achieve now. Right, latest. Oh, and the light bar's now working as well, as you can see. Light bar's working again, and the main lights are working as well, including one of the sockets. Where's Alexa and the fridge? Oops, come on, focus. Right, all good news. Now just the rest of ours. Bye. Just a little bit further. Next upstand is dealt with. Obviously I've got to fix chasing out there. I've also had a chance to refit the coving. So that gap's sorted. Thank God for that. That's it for now. I can't do no more. I've run out of materials. Bye! Oh, we're finally getting there. We've almost got our place back. So the kitchen is pretty much back in place. But I'm going to make some alterations here. We've still got a lot of crap like this knocking about and stuff, but we are filtering through it. We've actually now got 3 rooms out of 6 tidied up to a degree. Bathroom still needs work. Living room is almost there. All this here where Alice's standing was just a mess. There was a lot of stuff. But we're going to I've got them boxes to throw away, and I've got this lot to throw away, and then we've finally got a lounge, and hopefully at some point in the future we'll get another sofa there, but not now. I've got more important things to do, like pay back a debt. Laters, bye.